explore the intersection of GCC and the Urban Connect, may I take the pleasure of first up inviting our session moderator. Please welcome Dr. Satish Pai, President, Operate and Partner, Deloitte, India. Please welcome Dr. Pai with a good round of applause. Dr. Pai, thank you very, very much for walking in. May I invite our distinguished panelist herein as well. Our conversationalist for the panel discussion is right there on the stage. I will first up invite our panel. Join in welcoming a thought leader, ladies and gentlemen, a veteran. We are grateful to be inviting Shri K. Bhaskar, Secretary, Information Technology, Electronics and Communications Department, Government of Andhra Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Shri Bhaskar with a lovely round of applause, everybody. Thank you very, very much, Shri Bhaskar, for taking out time. Really appreciate you joining us. May we request Krishna Kumar G, Managing Director, Harman India and SVP, Automotive R&D Country, Lead Harman India, to also join us. Dr. S. Venkat Kumar, Principal Consultant, Business Support, KONE Elevators and Escalators, India, also takes up the stage, along with Amit Pingle, Head Michelin Innovation Lab, Africa, India and Middle East region. Well, with that, with this fort on the stage, I'm handing it over to Dr. Pai to hold the strings of the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all being here. Good afternoon to everyone. We have a time constraint, I know, but we'll try and make it very effective in the time given to us. I thought I'll very quickly present some statistics before we get on to our topic. 45% of the world's GCCs are based in India, creating opportunities for almost 2.1 million employees in India. And that is slated to touch 4 million by 2030. This market is valued at about 72 billion today and projected to reach 100 billion by 2030. Now, GCCs totally contribute about 1.5% to India's GDP. And this is driven by IT and finance services, but also product development, R&D, and digital transformation. Incidentally, Pune has 316 GCCs of the 1780 GCCs in India, which then gets me to pivot to the point we have. What do we need to do to accelerate this, and what systems, processes, smart cities, talent hubs that we need to have in the country to accelerate this and have more GCCs in India? So, Bhaskar, the first question I would want, and I know Andhra government is doing a phenomenal job in that. And recently, about 2 months back, there was this initiative wherein 2 of the largest IT organizations were allocated land at about 99 paise per acre or something like that. This is a significant boost to the IT sector and signals Andhra's commitment to fostering technology growth. Given this momentum, are there any tailored policies, frameworks which you are creating to attract more GCCs in Andhra?
Yeah, thank you for the first question. Yes, it's not per acre, sir. It's 99 paise for 22 acres together. Wow. So, and that the offer is still open. I have land available in Vizag Prime. The market value of the land that I have given to the 2 companies that you have spoken is around about 10 crores per acre. So you can imagine the kind of money that is going in. But that's perfectly all right with us because we are trying to create an ecosystem in Vizag and other Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The reason is that, when our state got bifurcated, from about 95 to 2014, we developed Hyderabad city. And you know how Hyderabad city has grown from an old kind of a city to a very high-tech city and all. we want to do the same thing, but we don't want to do this certain things which we have done in Hyderabad. We don't want to create a behemoth. Again, we don't want to create a Bangalore, Hyderabad. Now we want to do it in a way that it is dispersed across the state so that there are no environmental or human challenges in terms of traffic problems, housing densities, other things, which comes with big, larger agglomerations. So we're trying to do this across the state. We have an inherent advantage is that Andhra is endowed with that kind of a ecosystem across. All our district headquarters and bigger towns are equally sized. They have got good HR in terms of good engineering colleges, good MBA colleges, and good manpower coming in. Example, if you go back and ask in your organization, do a head count, 1/3 of your people would be a Telugu speaking fellow. And that has been the global trend. 1/3 of all the IT guys across the world are Telugu speaking, which is true today also. We want to leverage on that. Apart from the incentives that we are giving. In fact, when you come to Andhra, put up a GCC, whatever is the cost of building a GCC, if you build, probably more than 1/3 of that capital cost you are getting back from the state. And then all the state taxes are made zero. Of course, Government of India income tax is the one tax, corporate tax you would pay. The rest of the state, the local taxes, professional taxes, local property taxes, everything are made zero for you. And it's not that we are giving out a lot of money. We have our own Excel sheet. But we are giving these benefits for certain tiers of companies. We have given it at 99 paise for those companies who have committed to bring in at least 10,000 jobs. So we are looking at that kind of a volume that we are looking at, because in the next 3 years, I want to create at least 5 lakh jobs in Vizag. Vizag is a beautiful city, and in which we want to bring all these things, and good talent pool around. Vizag produces around 15,000, 16,000 good engineering graduates every year, and also finance graduates, MBA graduates. That kind of talent pool is available. It's more than money, and we want to give a good talent pool, 30% lesser cost, capital cost, the better retention. The Vizag centers which are operation, they have less than 3 to 4% attrition. People do stay because they're working very close to the home. They want to be there. These are the advantages Vizag is bringing, which is true for many tier 2, tier 3 cities in the state. Thank you.
Thank you. And I can, having lived in the US for a very long time, I definitely know that the Telugu community is doing extremely well in the US and other parts of the world. So thank you for that. And it was a very interesting point about 10,000 jobs per company in Vishakhapatnam is going to be a game changer. Again, the point being the planning which is being put is going to definitely help. It's ultimately about experiences which we provide to everybody. Talking about experiences, Krishna, to you.
Yep.
Harman is renowned for its innovation in automotive and audio electronics.
Sure.
How do you envision GCCs contributing to the evolution of smart cities, smart business districts, particularly in enhancing driving experiences, urban soundscapes, immersive audio experiences, and intelligent connectivity across both public and commercial spaces?
Okay, sure. Thank you, Satish, for that question. Before I answer that, sir spoke about the Andhra people in US, right? There is a joke that while you are in the Bay Area, you just say, call Babu, and 20 people will turn back, okay? Okay, not Chandrababu Naidu, sir. So, okay. Okay. All right. So coming back to I had a lot of points I wanted to talk about, and we have other panelists as well. So I'll try to keep it very short. So we are very proud of the type of work that we do in Harman as a GCC. So we have an R&D center, we have a factory, manufacturing plant, all of that based here, right? So primarily we work on two different areas. One is professional audio. I'll give you one example. So if you have heard about this thing called themed entertainment or experiential tourism. So basically if you go to there's the Adi Yogi temple near Bangalore, right? So many of you would have gone there, right? So the entire audio visual experience there is from Harman there. Okay. Similarly, the Victoria Memorial in Calcutta is also from Harman, right? So in the past, whatever we were doing were the experiences were mostly enjoyed by the global customers, right? I mean, people outside the country. But now it's so heartening that whatever we do are being utilized and being enjoyed by the people here within India. So that's a very happy feeling for us. And whatever we are doing on the consumer space, we are also bringing it into the automotive world as well. Okay, so we call it as consumer experiences automotive grade. That's the tagline that we call. So for example, there is this the acoustic experience of venues like the Royal Opera in Bombay. I have not seen it, but I'm sure many of you would have heard of that, right? That experience, we are able to bring it into the car. So the latest Mahindra car, if you buy, you will actually experience, these type of venue features and all that. Okay. One other feature which actually stands out for me, I'll do a quick show of hands for that one. Okay. How many of you will or believe that we will not have any potholes on our roads in the foreseeable future?
Andhra definitely
Okay.
is working on improving.
Okay. So, but I am very sure that although I'm confident on a lot of things, but we will continue to have pothole ridden roads. That's our USP or whatever we want to call it, right? Without that jerk and all that, we don't enjoy driving. But that is going to change, okay? So we are trying to, within Harman, we are trying to bring some superlative audio algorithm. So I'll not give too many details, but the thing is maybe we can chat during the lunchtime. So when you are driving on a pothole-ridden road, you will still have a very smooth ride because the jerk and all of that is all in the mind. So if the audio is suppressed, you will be able to enjoy a very smooth ride. It's been demonstrated in our Detroit office and all that. So I am really hoping that one of the OEMs in India will bring it, and we will. I mean, won't that be cool, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
मजा आ जाएगा ना, मतलब आराम से just sit and relax, and you don't, all these things are not there, right? So anyway, so just want to tell you that the type of innovation that we do for the global Harman company is humongous, okay? And we have 400 odd engineers here in our automotive division, another 500, 600 in the professional audio. I think we have a superlative set of people in this company, and we are doing a lot of innovation. And I believe all of this can be expanded much, much more. And we should be able to, enjoy some of the latest and greatest things, in our cars and in retail spaces and everywhere. I'll just stop it at here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Krishna. Very, very interesting indeed.
One small snippet, he said that pothole-free roads. Yeah, one thing I can say that I exactly know how many potholes there are in my state. 98,769. I just checked my phone. What we do is that we use a technology when, like a Google rover, we have the vehicles going around, automatically sensing how many are there. The report comes back to us, area-wise, location-wise, engineer-wise. We then basically have a task of ensuring that they get done. We are still not there, maybe a few years, but at least we know what the problem is.
That's very interesting.
Thank you, sir. That's very heartening to know. Thank you.
Just as we have technology transfer, knowledge sharing, can you also share it with our...
Like a public good, any state they want.
All right, thank you for that. Dr. Venkat, KONE Elevators and operates at the intersection of urban infrastructure and smart mobility through your elevator products. What role do you envisage GCCs play in reimagining vertical transportation and smart building ecosystems? Because we always have this challenge of experiences, particularly during peak hours, wherein there is a rush to go into tall house, high-rise buildings. How do you envisage this coming together?
Thank you. A very, very interesting question, I would say. And I would say at KONE, we are not just into making elevators and escalators, but our mission is to improve the people flow experience. So we are looking at sustainable, inclusive, and innovative solutions. And that's exactly where the GCCs can play a big role. So when we talk about all these factors, it is about innovative designs, innovative solutions, cut carbon. That's our thing. The priority being safety and quality. So there's so many features which we have inbuilt over here to support the safety and quality of a system. What's more important is proactive and predictive maintenance. So today, our digital technology has advanced so much that we are able to predict well in advance if some failure is to happen in an elevator and proactively have our technician there at that spot. So this is something which we are looking at. All this is coming from where? This is coming from the technology innovation. This is coming from the technologies GCC. In fact, I've got our technology head, Kotresh, over here in the audience, and he will tell you that, what is it that we are doing on the digital front. Now, this apart, the other aspect of it is the talent. So we need to have the right talent over here. And I'm happy to say that just before this meeting, I was talking to Secretary Sir, and he did say that he has got KONE elevators in his office. So that's the proof of concept, I would say. But there's a lot which GCs can do to support us in this innovation journey. We are looking at an inclusive growth. That's what it is. And that's where the urban plays a big role.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Venkat. Amit, coming to you, as the head of Michelin Innovation Lab over Africa, India, Middle East, and South Sri Lanka, it spans multiple regions and is recognized for fostering open innovation and entrepreneurship. What's your experience in your, current prestigious roles, and how are these approaches which you are putting in place influencing your innovation strategy? What lessons can Indian GCCs learn from global innovation centers in India, and what does it need to build a talent ecosystem to enable entrepreneurship as well as support the urban transformation?
Okay. Thank you for the question, a long question. So I'll try to break it up into sections. So fundamentally, if you look at the Indian ecosystem, gone are the days when cost arbitrage was the reason why GCCs or why, companies came to India. It's way gone off. We all believe in that, and I'm sure all of you also believe in that. So GCCs have to change their mindset and start to think about becoming a GCC to, I believe, GVIC, which is what, Global Value and Innovation Centers. So until we do that, it is not going to happen that we will be able to bring transformations in the way we think and way we implement our changes for the Indian ecosystem or the global ecosystem. And one example of that I can give you is Michelin is known for making tires. We do make tires, but we primarily believe in giving experience to our customers or our consumers who are having a tire. So we do also have Michelin maps. We are also into the Michelin ratings of restaurants, which we popularly know about. So we also try to build more businesses for Michelin, which can cater to mobility solutions, which can also help our consumers and our customers have a better life forward. So while doing that, it is very important to tap the talent ecosystem that we have, the generations that we are catering to, the Gen Zs of the world. They want to have entrepreneurship mindset. They want to become entrepreneurs. How do you tap into that? So the Michelin Innovation Lab sits at that juncture wherein we also play a role of venture capitalist for the ideas they bring in to solve the challenges of the group as well as for the ecosystem that is there. So as part of that, we fund those ideas and we try to see how we can build startups within the company and allow people to become an entrepreneur. So while doing that, we know that certain things are going to flow and certain things are not going to flow, but we have to be ready for doing that. And it is very important for all the GCCs, all the people in the GCCs to be able to channelize this talent into this particular ecosystem. Otherwise, we are having a risk of only developing people who will be not able to think beyond what they need to do. Look at one indicator for me is that let's look at the patent system. If we compare ourselves to the patent systems of North America or any other country, we are still not there. And the only way we can do that is by developing innovators. And innovations is going to reach to developing patents. So that is very critical to focus on this talent, give them a channel for doing innovation, and then we can think about solving, the problems for India and for the group, or for the the world.
Thank you, Amit. So, Bhaskar, coming back to you, you are creating this wonderful city, Amravati, which is the next capital. In terms of a smart city experience, and again, this is follow on for all of you, but how do you envisage this as a smart city and creation of employment and getting in super talented folks to bring in innovation, which is so important? How do you envisage that?
First of all, Amravati is not a smart city in the sense of the smart city definition of Government of India. It's a greenfield city. We can play around and do many things. So this is really something above that. Few of the things is that the entire energy is green energy. So all the utilities and all the buildings and everything would be green energy. And the cooling is all district cooling. Right? These are the elements not in smart city. Because we are doing something afresh. We have the luxury and the flexibility of doing it. And the transportation all would be mostly public transportation. Private transportation would be very limited. And then the footprint of the government on the 217 square kilometers is only 8 square kilometers. The government, limited government, maximum governance, and maximum the economy is the thing. And more than administrative capital, it is going to be an economic powerhouse. Not only IT, non-IT, other things are going to proliferate here. Knowledge economy is one thing, and no polluting industry is there as part of the Amravati capital city. Lot of elements, the entire water is reused water, 100%. So your entire air conditioning of the entire city would be on the water which is recycled and reused. Entire irrigation would be done on a recycled thing and all. So there are certain elements which are beyond what we generally do in India and all. But I won't say that we are doing something great. It's an opportunity. We got it because we have been given 270 square kilometers of virgin land on which to do lot of experimentation. We can do whatever we want to do. So we are doing it. And I would not say we're doing really great, because if I think anybody is given that kind of an opportunity of a clean slate, I think you would want to do that today. So make lives better. The city runs on 3 principles. In 5 minutes, you should be able to go to an emergency medical services. 10 minutes, you should be able to go to any recreational center, which are parks and other things. 15 minutes, you should be able to go to your office. The entire planning is on 5, 10, and 15. So based on that, which was done. And now the funds are also tied up, very sweet funding that have come. World Bank, ADB, and other external agencies are funding it. My EMIs are very low. I pay loan over 30 years on an yen currency. What it means is that we are able to do a lot of experimentation and do a lot of things and all. We see it happening in the next 5-6 years. It's going to come up. And in fact, there is going to be a lot of opportunities for GCCs also to come in. Because we are not basically canvassing Amravati as an IT city. Vizag, we are saying IT city because the undersea cable is landing. Huge data center parks of 4 gigawatts are coming. Around 40 gigawatts of green energy capacity we are creating around Vizag. And for the entire state, we are doing 100 gigawatts of, when I say 40 gigawatts, it's not something in the past. 40 gigawatts of projects we have actually awarded, which are actually happening. That means in the next 3 years, we will have that kind of capacity. See, the commitment we have given to people of our state is that your power tariff will be 3 rupees per unit. I can only do that by having green energy. These solar and other things. We are working towards that, and I think we see this happening in the next few years. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Krishna?
Sir, just one request to you. Please don't focus only on Amravati too much, because we are in a situation right now in Bangalore or Pune. I'm sure all of you will agree. We love our cities. We had a conversation before this meeting, okay? And we spoke for 45 minutes, and almost 35 minutes we only spoke about the traffic problem and the road problem and all that, right? That's because we were not visionary enough for us to look at tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, right? We did not do that. Most of us would be working in a tier 4 city if we had good infrastructure. So request to you is that please focus on other cities also, because your Amravati will fill up quite fast, and then we don't want to again look at one more city. So if you are able to do it in multiple towns and cities, I think that's the best thing that can happen. There is a saying that we use in Harman, okay? We say, do basics brilliantly.
Yeah,
All of you like it?
yeah, absolutely.
Do basics
Krishna.
brilliantly means whatever you're doing, basics, please do it properly. From a government perspective, do the basic infrastructure properly. From a colleges, get good quality students that like you were mentioning. And from companies, we do right quality work and so on. So the entire ecosystem is happy with that, okay? So if we do basics brilliantly, I'm sure we'll be a much better society, number one. Number two, he was asking me what will happen in 2030. My request is the 2030 ET Edge event should happen in Ratnagiri, and the best time is when you have the Alfonso mangoes and all that, okay? Right? So that's where it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think we are at the top of the hour, Amit and Venkat. But thank you. Appreciate you all being here. Bhaskar, thank you. Krishna, Venkat, Amit, thank you.